first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Willis in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First down and much more for Henry as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
17-0 our score after 1.
Dobbins.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw. Willis. Flushed out right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go play action with Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown.
Touchdown! Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Willis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. Powers through him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 7-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
The score, Ravens 31, Titans 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Eluding the pressure right.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 1st down, Willis going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 53 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Braxton Berrios, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Off the bootleg, Willis. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Throwing on first down. Willis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Willis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Willis. Dancing to his left. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. They'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, That's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
An 18-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Being chased out left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get them a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 7-yard.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Willis. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very